Hello and welcome to the Penno channel for the match preview for Aston Villa versus Manchester City. It's a massive week of football, huge for Aston Villa. Two games coming up, both I have no expectations for. I just can't wait to see us play the best in the league. I'm joined by my broads. How you doing, bro? How's your day been? And you ready for the game tomorrow?
Yeah, my day's been good, thank you. Just excited now. I think points-wise, we've done the
Gaston.
most we can. We've done the most we can, I think, to get to this point in a good position. We're still fourth in the league. And we knew these two games were coming side by side. So, yeah, I'm just excited, man.
Agree.
Let's
And
see what we
before we
can
get
do.
into this, if you could like the stream, subscribe if you're new here, and also drop a comment because we're reading the comments. We always respond to the comments, and we're trying to grow this channel. So yeah, if you could do all of the above, that would be much appreciated. So yeah, going into the game, as you said, bro, we've done as much as we can to get into this position now. Titled is the title race wide open. That may include Villa. The sky's the limit. But yeah, regarding Arsenal, Liverpool, and Manchester City for sure, is the title race wide open? And within that, does this make it such a huge game tomorrow?
Yeah, it's funny you say that because Emery is shutting down Champions League talk in his conferences, let alone title
He
talk.
is.
But I think us fans are allowed to get a bit more carried away. Like he's got to be a bit more serious. But yeah, man, who knows? Who knows results wise where we could end up after this, man? The confidence we could take from these games. So yeah, let's see.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the feeling I get. It's 2 free hits for me. Our record at home is ridiculous. It's a joke. It's 14 wins in a row now in the league. And who better to test it? The last time we lost at home was against the team that visited us on Saturday, Arsenal. So let's test ourselves against the best and let's see how we come out. I just want to see us go for it, play how we've been playing, and see what performance we can put up against Manchester City. A Manchester City side that is weakened by the omission of Rodri due to suspension, picking up 5 yellow cards, and possibly could also be without Jeremy Doku. Another player who would be missing, he ain't really much anyway, is Jack Grealish, so he can be missing. He wasn't gonna do much anyway. But yeah, thoughts on the omission of Rodri, he won't be there. Possibility that Doku's injured, and how do you think City will look to attack this one before we go into Villa?
Yeah, I think the Rodri yellow card, like I read it before the game and I was thinking, come on, get a yellow card, do it. And I must have been on the phone during the game and I looked up and all I seen it flash on Sky was Rodri misses the next game. I just started celebrating. He's their main guy. If you want one player to come out of City's team outside of Haaland, it's Rodri. And even then,
For
that's
sure.
debatable. It could be Rodri even over Haaland. So, yeah, gassed. Very happy with that. Doku, I think he trained today, so he's a late risk. I was hoping that he'd kind of missed the game. I think they were a much better side if he starts. And then who was the other one that we were missing? Grealish as well. Yeah, so they don't have a replacement for
The
Doku.
forgotten one.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know, Grealish at Villa. You might get emotional. You might start like messing up and like I don't know. We might have liked him to start. You never know how he performs, isn't it? But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think City Stones is back, which is a massive boost for them. I was hoping that Stones wasn't quite ready, but I think Stones will come straight into that side. He's one of their best passers in the build-up. His second phase play is good. He can get the ball up the pitch. So yeah, he'll be important for them. And then it will be interesting to see if Calvin Phillips starts because Pep's hinted at it in his press conference. So I feel like if Phillips starts, we do have more of a chance on transition if he does start.
Yeah.
Whereas if they play like Stones in the middle with like I don't know who would normally play Palmer, sorry, Rico Lewis, that might be a bit stronger. So let's see.
Yeah, do you reckon Pep will opt for the 4 centre backs now with Stones back, or do you reckon he'll still play the 3 and Stones will drop into that holding role that Rodri occupies?
Yeah, because it depends. Because Akanji will normally hold that
Yeah,
middle,
Kanji's
or
been doing it. Yeah,
in Stones' absence, so we could see Guavador, Ake, Stones, Walker, and then Stones jumping into midfield next to Rico Lewis or Phillips, I think.
but I think we might not even see Walker. It could be Diaz in the middle, or
Could be Diaz as well, yeah.
Diaz or Akanji not playing, and they're
Yeah.
ever present usually for City. So it could be Walker's out and Stones drops into that position. Yeah, it'd be
Onto their
interesting.
onto their attacking side, I think Foden's going to play off their left and just target Cash all game. Like he's got the better of him in the recent games at Villa Park. Pep will know this, so I think Foden's going to feature on the left. I think they'll go Alvarez and Kovacic behind Haaland, and then I think they'll play Bernardo off the right if Doku isn't fit.
Yeah, interesting to know. I was looking at our previous games against City, the last three. There's a lot of midfielders that aren't there anymore. So Gundogan used to play, Mahrez used to play. Obviously, KDB's not available. So Alvarez, I don't think he played much against Villa. Foden's usually integral to how they play. I know Bernardo scored a great goal the last time we played. But yeah, it's a different setup for City. Obviously, there's going to be no Rodri either as well. So the regulars that have played against us previously are not available for this one or have since left the club. So it will be really interesting to see how we go about it. And let's face the facts of the last two times we played them at Villa Park, we've actually played quite well. Got the 1-1 draw last season, albeit City had a few more majority of the ball and a few more chances. And even the 2-1 loss the season before that, we played really well in that second half and we're very unfortunate not to come away with a draw from that game.
Yeah, one of Douglas Luiz's best games that was where we saw him further advance.
For sure. So yeah, it will be really interesting to see how we go about this one. So coming onto it, I put elite is on the thumbnail as well. I think in his own right, Emery's an elite manager. He's not Pep level. Pep's obviously elite, but I believe Emery's also elite within his own right. May not be on the same scale as Pep, which I don't think it is. But that's how I see this one being. Two ridiculously good tacticians. So I just want your opinion on how do Villa go about this, and what lineup would you like to see tomorrow?
Yeah, just first touching on Emery and Pep, I do agree with you. Like Emery's resume, his tactical mind, he is elite in his own right. I don't think he's quite Pep level. I think he's like a category below.
No,
but you don't think he's a I thought you just said he's a category below. Like
no,
you agree with me? Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah. So, but I think their head-to-head record, Pep's 9 wins, 4 draws, and I don't think Emery's won yet. So hopefully that changes tomorrow and he can finally get one. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to this. On Villa, you want me to just say the team selection or?
Yeah. How you would like to see us go tomorrow? And how do you think? What's the optimal way of getting something from this game?
Oh, okay, I'll answer your second question first. I think the optimal way is to let them have the ball. Just accept that they're gonna be passing it around us. It's Man City. You can't dominate Man City at home. Like they're too good. Pep structure's too good. So I think as a fan base, we are gonna have to just accept they'll have a lot of the ball, and transitions are gonna be where we're a threat, man. Those quick balls into the middle from Pau, winning the second balls with McGinn, and getting us up the pitch with Diaby and Watkins, who are electric. One thing City do not like is pace and agility, and we saw it with Son at the weekend, how a fast break can occur, and even if he's without Maddison, like Son's enough of a threat to damage them. And City have been conceding goals, man. So yeah, I think it's going to be a heavy transition game and try and limit the amount of chances they create.
Yeah, they've conceded 4 against Chelsea, 1 against Liverpool, and then 3 against Spurs. So that's 7 in the last 3. 8 in the last 3, sorry. Also, yeah, watching that game on the weekend, I thought Brennan Johnson was getting in behind Gvardiol a number of times as well. As you say, Son's pace, electric. Pace is the killer against City. I think Udogie had a few opportunities where he was getting in behind as well. So if we can use our fast, creative players, which we have abundance of, especially in the final third, we can really get in behind them, and that's the point of attack we can use. Just speaking on Emery's tactics, he was quoted today as saying, for tactical flexibility, City aren't no normal team. So if you were to adapt tactically, this would be the game to do so.
Yeah.
So he's leading into the fact that he may have to chop and change and make a few changes in regard to playing against this Man City side. So it'd be interesting to see what those are, and no doubt there will have been planning those, and all players are fully aware of what's required for the game. Few comments in just before that. Colin joined us. Thanks, Colin. What's up, Penna? Any point in sticking with Zaniolo for this game? Not buying in. Up the Villa. Yeah, we'll give our predicted lineups. For me, Zaniolo doesn't start within that. Neighbour, biggest chance to beat City is tomorrow. It's a huge opportunity, but as I said, it's Man City. They've drawn their last three. I just want to see how we cope. Are we at that level now? We've been the top 4 record we've had. We're top 3 for the whole calendar year now. We're currently 4th. Can we stick to this level? Are we at this level? We see sides just as Spurs did last week, picking up points against Manchester City. Newcastle, have done that as well. Against, beating Arsenal at home. So let's see how we fare against the top 2 sides in the league currently. And yeah, tomorrow's opportunity is huge, and let's hope we grasp it. That's for sure. But
just on the Bills quote, I do actually agree. This is the best time without Rodri. It's felt perfectly for us. And as you said, let's just see if we can capitalize, man, and just play our football.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, going into your Villa lineup then, how would you like to see us set up?
So starting with the keeper, Martinez will be in goal. Now the back 4, I'd like to see Moreno start. Obviously, he'll be on restricted minutes. I don't think he'll complete a full 90. But seeing him play 60, 65 minutes just for that pace, that ability to recover, get us up the pitch as well on transitions. So yeah, I'd like to see Moreno start. Pau, Konza back to centre-back. Don't think Konza's a right back. I think he won all his duels against Bournemouth, but a lot of the times he was being dragged out. He looked uncomfortable in certain spaces. Semenyo was kind of getting that step ahead of him, getting shots off. Konza's not a right back. I know Emery has this idea of playing a traditional right back and Cash further forward and Konza as the right back, but not at home. He hasn't done it at home anyway, so I can't really see. So yeah, Konza back up right centre back, and I'll play Cash right back. Yeah, 100% play Cash right back. What about you?
Yeah, I agree. Konza comes back into centre back role. I think Konza getting a bit of stick, but I think Bournemouth from the weekend, but Bournemouth attacked from that side. That was their plan. The majority of their offensive play was down our right hand side, and Konza's actual in-game statistics were really good.
They're amazing. They're flawless.
Yeah, they were absolutely ridiculous. But on the eye watching it, it looked like he was getting done because all the attacks were coming down that right hand side. So yeah, that was more about positioning of this team than anything in Konza's performance.
Well, Bailey had more license to free run up when he wasn't tasked defensively. And then when you haven't got Kamara protecting the middle and it's Tielemans instead, no disrespect to Tielemans, but it's a drop off in terms of defensive play from Kamara. So Konza was being overloaded constantly.
Yeah.
So for the result for the outcome of what happened, I think it's as good as it probably could be, to be honest.
Yeah,
that was game plan.
Yeah, for sure. So you got to credit Bournemouth in that sense. Going on the rest of your back 4 then. So you've gone for Moreno, Pau, Konza, Cash, moving into the midfield.
Yeah, Luiz and Kamara comes straight back in. Missed him so much against Bournemouth.
We did. We did.
Just the amount of ground he has to cover, the amount of ground he was covering against Spurs, the little last-minute blocks that he gets off in the box. I know he made his mistake against Legia, but yes, comes straight back into the team against City for me. Really, really happy that the suspension was timed like that, to be honest.
Yeah.
We need him for the City game. He would have been as big as loss as Rodri is to them, I think, in terms of profile.
For sure. Now these are the big 2. These are the big 2 positions for me. The right mid, left mid. I think McGinn has to start. I think that's McGinn starts. But where does he play?
Yeah, for me, this isn't a game for Bailey to start. I'll go if minutes allow, I'll go Ramsey on the left, and just purely for his ball carrying, his transition ability, his athleticism, and then McGinn on the right to help Cash, cover for Cash with Foden attacking that side.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'll be my. I don't think this is a game for. Bailey's decision making has improved on transition this season, but I feel like you need a bit more pace than him.
Yeah.
A bit more defensive know-how as well. And I'd like to see Bailey come on around 60, 65 and get out of that way.
Same. He scored a great goal against them last year. Yeah, he can impact the game, and I feel the same. I think it's more about the structure in the first half, and the stability defensively, and especially if Doku is fit and he plays off that left, or even if it is Phil Foden, um, McGinn being able to operate on that side, because I imagine Gvardiol will be playing as the left centre back if it's the free or the left back in
Yeah.
essence. So the double up of McGinn and Cash on that side just gives it an extra bit of protection without having to drag out the centre backs. So yeah, I see McGinn operating off the right, and I agree. I think Jacob Ramsey, if he's there, because Bournemouth, he had patches again. I don't know if he's fully 100% fit yet. We haven't seen that level of Jacob Ramsey that we know he's capable of. We saw it in patches against Legia, but yeah, he still doesn't look fully fit to me. But I hope he's at that level now. He feels, he's had a full 45 and now he feels ready to go. And if he is, then I think he starts on that left side for me. I just think, I was just going to say, I think Tielemans has been really good. I really do. But it's just, I think we just need a bit more progression with the ball against Man City. You only have so many opportunities where you get the ball against a side like that. And when you have the ball, you want to be able to progress with it. And that's a great way of defeating that side. We saw the ball progression the weekend of like Kulusevski's and even Brian Hill at times when they were travelling with the ball. He draws them out, and you can then spread the ball out wide because there's a lot of space for you to attack in. So yeah, I would like to see Jacob Ramsey start.
Even like similar, 100% agree with what you said as well. By the way, about the progression especially. But even if it's just 60, 65, and the double changes Moreno and Ramsey for like Digne and Tielemans, that's calm. But I just think for the structure, having them two as a threat, because the thing about City is City will respect you if you have genuine outlets. If you're just tucked in and you have got no pace in behind, they're just going to play their football. What they've got to be scared of? But if you have Ramsey, if you have Diaby, if you have Watkins, and then you have McGinn being able to win the second ball, play that ball over the top on transition, you're a threat, and they'll respect you a bit more. So yeah, we need to have that threat, and Moreno as well. Moreno is another threat. So
that's the thing. If Moreno plays, Ramsey plays, I think it's Watkins and Diaby up top, for sure. Watkins, Diaby, that's threats in behind.
Powell always has that ball. There's going to be gaps. You're going to leave gaps. Powell will always have that ball where
he always has that option, that ball he can play. I mean, for the weekend as well, he played that ball across to Diaby before he got the ball in. Just got it straight out there, direct, and Diaby had the opportunity then to cross the ball in. Spendon joins us. Thanks for joining us, mate. City leaves a lot of space in behind. You need speed to attack the space. 100% agree. That's how we can get at them, and Spurs proved that on the weekend.
We've spoken about Diaby's touch, and it might not be the best. It might bounce off him a little bit. I mean, we just spoke about it with Powell's pass, but his acceleration, he's just natural athleticism. It's all there, and I think he's gonna. If he plays well, we've got a chance.
Yeah.
If he stretches them, if he continues to make them runs in behind, looking forward to that.
Yeah, Spengler also goes, don't think Ramsey's up to optimal match sharpness as yet to start. Yeah, he didn't feel like that in the Bournemouth game, but possibly that Bournemouth game allowed him to get some sharpness back in himself, playing a full 45. If he's anywhere near like feeling 100% to go, I think Ramsey starts this one. I do.
It's the defensive side as well on the left, man.
Yeah. It's the progression's so critical. And if he doesn't, it's Bailey, isn't it? It's Bailey off the left.
I just think if you're playing Cash and Cash knows that he's going to have a battle with Foden, and then you start Bailey on the right as well.
Yeah.
I just don't think that's enough protection.
Yeah, I agree. I think McGinn has to play off the right, but then do you play Bailey off the left?
Well, play Bailey off the left before playing Bailey off the right for sure.
Yeah.
But I just think Ramsey. I think Ramsey, if he can play 50, 60, and then bring Bailey on as an impact sub or Tielemans or whatever, I just think that will give us a stronger attempt to win the game structurally and tactically as well. So yeah, that'll be my midfield, and obviously we're just giving that away with the attackers Watkins and Diaby.
Yeah, it has to be. Yeah, sure. Do you think Emery operates with how we played the line against City? Nothing changes in that regard. We still play, we still keep our shape compact but high up the pitch. Or
Yes,
do we
but
drop back a bit?
no, I think their attack is going to force us to drop back because they're just going to sustain playing the final third anyways. So that's just how most games go with City. I think there will be times where we attempt the high line, but I do think naturally, like from kickoff, we will find ourselves on the edge of our box just for a bit, just containing. They're going to have the ball. It's Manchester City. Guardiola's, for me, the best manager to ever live. He is what it is, and they're going to have the ball. They have phenomenal players. So we're just going to have to eat that for a while and just, see what we can do on transitions. We'll have some joy as well when we're building up. They'll press us in there they'll try and get at us. And Powell's going to have a nice sharp game. Kamara and Louise are going to have to get between the lines, try and find spaces, help us get off the pitch. So, yeah, man, it's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be a good game, man.
It's interesting to see how we'll initiate our press as well because, sometimes we don't like to press out of possession and still we'll play high and we'll just let them have the ball. If it is, say, a Calvin Phillips in there, do we set our press off Calvin Phillips? Someone who coming into the side. Do we set our press as the trigger when Calvin Phillips gets the ball and just stay off for the centre backs?
I think either Calvin Phillips or Kovacic, and we'll press. I think that little thing that Emery does when like Doggy will just
jump up, in the line.
I think we could see that on Calvin Phillips. But then first phase, they're going to try and pass to Stones if Stones is fit, which is annoying.
Yeah,
Stones is way better in the first and second.
100%. But Stones just coming back from. I don't think he's played, has he, since his injury?
True. Yeah. So if he starts, that could be he might not be up to it.
Yeah. I haven't. Stones hasn't had any. He didn't even come on at the weekend, I don't think. So yeah, I can't wait, man. I can't wait to see this. It's just the biggest test you can get, and let's see the level that we're at. What are you going to do for scores?
2-2.
You're going to go 2-2.
2-2. Yeah, I'll go DRB. I'll go DRB brace.
And
I'll say Haaland and Alvarez.
Yeah, I'm going to go 1-1. I think I'm going to go for a 1-1. We seem to get a goal against City every time we play them, and I think we might actually take the lead. To be fair, but yeah, I'm going to go 1-1. Colin says, don't think Pep rates Phillips, to be honest. I think if he plays, we need to push that. Yeah, 100%. I don't think he does either. But if he'll
be Rico Lewis or Palmer, won't it? Yeah. That'll be his decision.
No, Palmer's not there.
Palmer, I keep getting them confused.
Or Stones.
Rico Lewis and Palmer, I keep going. It's them England training videos and they get away.
Not close.
Rico Lewis.
If it's Rico Lewis does adopt that position quite well. I'm trying to think what game I watched him play. It wasn't Leipzig. I think it was the one before that where he played in that position. He had a really good game in the Man City's Champions League group. So yeah, he's well aware of how to play.
Might have been Young Boys or something.
Yeah, it was probably. I think it was the Young Boys game. Yeah.
But so interestingly, against Spurs, Pep brought on Rico Lewis after Rodri had been picked up the yellow card. So I wonder if that was just him getting minutes to prepare for the Villa game.
Yeah,
getting his time and everything up. So yeah, maybe Rico might get another above Phillips, but Pep in his press conference today hinted that Phillips might start.
Yeah, that would be crucial. That middle of the park, if we can somehow get a foothold in that, and if it is a Kovacic, Rico Lewis in the middle. I don't think Mateus Nunes is available, is he? So I don't think he's back yet.
I forgot to sign him, to be honest.
Yeah. So if we can get a hold of that, we'll be being for a great game for sure.
And atmosphere-wise, hopefully we're just singing throughout because they're going to have a lot of the ball, and we need to keep up that atmosphere. It's one of them games where we're not coming into Villa Park expecting us to just dominate. Like we're actually going to expect like a really competitive game. So,
but I think the atmosphere will be flying tomorrow. I think the home record itself, the biggest team in the league, the best team in the league coming to Villa Park with that record, testing ourselves. There is no reason that Villa Park will not be rocking tomorrow. There's no reason.
I feel like midweek games as well. It's just more.
Yeah, exactly. Night game, midweek. Yeah, it will be going off tomorrow, and I can't wait, man. I can't wait. Any other news you want to add? Saw today Mings again posted he was showing a recovery video on his Insta, which is really good. Just a quick snippet of how he's going so far, how his initial recovery started after the surgery, making it aware. So yeah, that was interesting as well. So yeah, that's it from me. Bro, anything else?
Now that's all, bro.
All right. Thanks for joining us again. Again, if you could like, comment, and subscribe, that would be much appreciated. And we'll be doing a match reaction to the game probably on Thursday. Thanks again, Spendon, Colin, and Nabil for joining us on the stream in the live chat. So cheers, everyone. Thank you.